You look like a man hungry for venison.
I am.
All right. Well, then, welcome to this edition of the Native News Update on this Tuesday, October 6th. I'm your host for today's program, Paul Demain. Many of the stories viewed here or read here can also be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com. Here are the news stories for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. A federal judge has agreed to let a tribal court handle the prosecution of a northern Arapaho man who shot a bald eagle 4 years ago for use in his tribe's Sundance. Winslow Friday, now in his mid-20s, has acknowledged he killed a bald eagle without a permit on the Wind River Reservation in central Wyoming in March of 2005. U.S. District Judge Alan Johnson of Cheyenne entered an order on October 2nd vacating a trial he had scheduled to begin October 5th in Friday's case. The judge specified tribal courts will handle the matter. The question of whether Friday should be prosecuted for killing the eagle has fired debate over American Indian religious freedom issues. It has also prompted some to question the adequacy of a federal government program that allows American Indians to get permits to kill eagles or to receive their feathers and other body parts for religious ceremonies. In many cases, there are years of a waiting list for people to get those eagle parts from that repository. Concerns about the spread of flu has the Puyallup tribe in the state of Washington reconsidered an unpopular worker attendance rule at its casinos. Workers at the two Emerald Queen casinos have been required by management to show up on the busiest days even when they're sick. The policy prevents having a shortage of workers but counters advice from health officials. Tribal spokesman John Weimer told the News Tribune of Tacoma, Washington, that casino managers are aware of the potential problem for illness to easily spread and are reconsidering the policy they have in place. California must offer tribal casinos licenses for 10,549 more slot machines next week because of a federal court ruling. The tribe successfully argued they are entitled to the slots under a 1999 gambling compact with former Governor Gray Davis. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger had pressured the tribes to give more of their profits to the state in return for the extra slot licenses, but a federal judge in Sacramento ruled in the tribe's favor last August. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals recently refused to delay the order as the state appeals the Sacramento judge's decision. The new licenses became available this Monday. The poor economy probably means that tribes are likely to seek only a portion of the licenses in a drawing by the California Gambling Control Commission. A Yavapai honored by the Heard Museum last Friday for his efforts to preserve his tribe's language and culture said the need to document language was as urgent as ever. There's a history in the language, he said. There's also spirituality in the language, said Ted Vaughn of the Yavapai Prescott tribe. Try to get them written and documented before the speakers pass on. Vaughn was honored with the Spirit of the Heard Award in a ceremony in front of friends and relatives at the Phoenix Museum. The 81-year-old, his voice choked up with emotion, said receiving the award was truly a special moment in his life. I didn't think that anyone noticed, Vaughn said, wiping tears from his eyes. Vaughn co-founded an annual summit where the tribe's members and academics discussed documenting the Yuman language and its offshoots. Douglas Tobin first saw shapes in the wood when he was a boy. His father built a backyard patio out of cedars. Tobin took out his pocket knife and started whittling, earning himself a spanking. Tobin kept sharpening his skills over the decades. Now, 56, he's still at it, but in an unusual setting. A 14-year prison term for a $1 million clam poaching operation landed him in the minimum security unit at the Monroe Correctional Complex in Washington. He has started a program there that has sparked the imagination of prison staff and inmates alike. He's teaching 10 inmates how to carve a totem pole, working within the strict confines of prison while earning 42 cents an hour for a skill that would otherwise earn him thousands of dollars. Tobin, a Squaxin Island tribal member, pitched the idea for the pole in prison to Superintendent Scott Frakes about 3 months ago. Tobin said he would spend his money to buy carving tools, arrange the donation of a cedar log, and teach prisoners, others who are American Indians, how to carve it properly. The Santa Ynez Band of Chumash in California has donated $20,000 to help Browning High School in northwest Montana complete work on a gym. Officials at the school on the Blackfeet Reservation said the money will be used to buy and build bleachers for the mezzanine area of the gym. The tribe is continuing to raise money for the bleachers in a visitor's locker room. Blackfeet Tribal Business Council Chairman Willie Sharp says it's the single largest donation the new high school has received. And just a reminder that on the evening of Wednesday, October 7th, the IndianCountryTV.com and the featured digital channel will have a live broadcast starting at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Some of the bands that are going to be on that live broadcast include Blues Talk, Junior Danforth and the NDN Beatles, Clinton Miller from the Stockbridge-Munsee Reservation, Wade Fernandez from the Menominees, Rockin' Daddies from the Oneida Reservation, and Big Snake from the Oneida Reservation. That's brought to you by Richie Plass and that Bittersweet Winds exhibition. That concert and the money raised during that time will be donated to help that traveling mascot and logo education exhibit travel around the country. So join in on the evening of October 7th. That's Wednesday evening starting around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that is the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of Native News Update. We want to thank you for joining with us and stopping again soon. Miigwech.